Shade from Gameblitz, and today we're going to be doing a Buddyfight unboxing kind of walkthrough, and I'm going to be showing you what cards are in this deck and what you could do and what combos you could use. So guys, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to show the cards to the camera, and we're going to see what we could get, right? That would just be awesome right there. But, so, first card, I'm going to show off, well, it's not really a card, but our life counter. So that's our life counter. It shows us our life up to 24. So, well, you can have health higher than 24, but that would be pretty hard. Like, if you got life up to 100, nah. I don't think you can do that in a day. And then we have a shield card, which is Mars Shield. I love this card. Like, it's so good. But it is obsessed. You can go through it with a link attack. And I have 4 of those. And of course, the best card in this whole deck, here. This is One Question's Crystal Dragon Athora. It is really good. And we have about like 5 of those. Goodness gracious. And we have Crystal Ball. And we have 4 of those, including the one I just showed you. And we have Crystal Mark. This shield is, yeah. It's a shield. The Idon card, it's not that bad. It basically, if you have a monster in the center, like a Prism Dragon from Star Dragon World, you can give that card 1,000 attack and defense, which is really cool. So I'm going to put all the cards that we've done over here. Yeah, that looks about how much we've done so far. So, here's Harry Glade. It's a spell card. So, basically what this card does is it gives your Prism Dragon that you want it to gets counterattack. So, there you go. And that's pretty good, but we have another card exactly like that, but slightly better. And we have 2 of those. And we have another card. It's called This Prison. You may only cast this card if you have a Prism Dragon on your center. And you have to pay 2 gauge to use, and you could draw 2 cards. So that's pretty good. Even it's 2 gauge for 2 cards, so it's pretty awesome. But okay, so here's the card that I was talking about. It is close to her Glade, but yeah. So we have Prism Amulet. So what this does, it's like Harry Glade. You get 3,000 power and defense and counterattack. And if I'm saying the Harry Glade card name wrong, just put it in the comments like, oh yeah, you're not. That's not how you say it. And pronounce it for me, because I'm pretty sure it's Harry Glade, but wait. Oh, Harry Glade. Okay. I understand now. And we have one of the best cards in this whole deck, our Impact. So what our Impact is, you may only cast this card during your opponent's final phase. If you do not take damage during this turn, and you have a size 3 Prism Dragon on your center, pay 3 gauge, deal 3 damage. It's not that great because you have to take like no damage during the turn. And on top of that, you have to pay 3 gauge, but it only does 3 damage. And you have to have a Prism monster in the center, preferably a Thora. And then we have Visible Light. So what this card does, you could put the top 2 cards of your deck into the gauge, and if you have 8 life or more, you get to put one more card from your deck into the gauge. So that card is really good if you need gauge and you're planning on using your final phase when they're using it. So I am surprised because I thought we had more than one of these. But okay then. Okay, so we have White Dragon Veneer. Veneer is just awesome. Oh, we have 2 Veneers. Wow, I am dumb. So what Veneer does is, well, you get, if you have a size 3 in the center, you gain 1 health. And that is pretty good if you are really need help. And the combo that I'm going to show you, it is really good for that. It's on the back of the playmat. There's a combo on the back of the playmat that you get from the booster pack, and well, not the booster pack, but the trailer deck. And yeah, so you get a combo on the trailer deck, the trail deck, or whatever you call it. But yeah, and you get it on that. But well, the one that I'm going to show you, it's kind of like that, but different. So yeah. So yeah, so we have 2 of those. 2 Veneers. So next we have, well, this card, it's really more of like, it doesn't have any effects or anything, but if you're in a pickle and you have size 3 in the center and like, oh man, I want a size 0 and I really need one because, well, I want to do like a link attack or something. So, yeah, if you don't have any in your hand, so this one. So, it's called Red Crystal Dragon Mailback. So, Mailback is a size 0. He does 2 damage. He has 2,000 attack and 1,000 defense. But Mailback doesn't have a special ability or anything. Mailback is just a regular card, regular person in a regular world. So next we have Red Crystal Dragon Paneer. Paneer is really good for like, you could get, if you have Red Crystal Dragon Veneer and you have a size 3 in the center, his size decreases by 1, so you have a size 0 now. So that's why I like Veneer, and we have 4 of those. I can't count today. Wow. And for Red Crystal Dragon Mailback, we have 4. Most of these cards have 4, but most of them are for combos and stuff that you can do. So they have like 2 or less. Sometimes even 1. Like 1, 2, or 3. So, and our next one, I personally like just because of its ability. White Crystal Dragon Morskate. So what Morskate does, it's counter. So if your opponent is attacking, you can destroy Morskate and pay 1 gauge to guard the attack. So just in case, if your shield fails, Morskate is here to help. So next we have Yellow Crystal Dragon Lemire, or I'm gonna stick with Lemire because they have weird names. That's what I'm gonna say. But they do look pretty cool. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, they look awesome. Props to the makers, like the makers who make these cards. They print them and do whatever they have to do because these are awesome. Especially the back. If you could see, it's kind of shiny and it has like a texture to it, like here, like all around this bottom and some on the top. Okay, so back to Yellow Crystal Dragon Lemire. So what he does, so Lemire has Soul Guard, much like Athora, but Athora has double attack and Soul Guard. So what Lemire does, you have to pay 1 gauge to summon him, but you could only put 1 soul. With Athora, you could put 2 souls because you have to pay 2 gauge for it. And that happens for basically most of the soul guards. It depends on their gauge. So this card is really good for a combo. So it's Green Crystal Dragon, Belleity. So what Belleity does is you can put the top 2 cards of your deck into the soul. So yeah, and you have to pay 2 gauge to summon. But the best thing about him is when this card enters the field, you gain 3 health. So this is really good for using your impact. Most of the healing cards are. So we have the last, well, not the last card, but the second to last card. So we have Form Crystal Dragon Jabel, and you have to pay 2 gauge to summon. But it does not have Soul Guard, unfortunately. But it looks pretty cool. So it looks like it would have Soul Guard, but it really doesn't. But when this card attacks, you gain 1 health, and it has double attack. Oh, and once per turn, this card may attack again after it attacks. So that is technically what double attack is. And we have 3 of those. And here is the flag, the last card I'm going to show today. The flag. And what the flag does, well, it's flag. So you put it here where all your cards go, and you have the flag goes here, your buddy goes here. And you could put an item. So the flag is technically you. So you could put an item, say I equip Crystal Ball, and I can put it on my card. And now, I do 1 damage. That's what you can do. So, guys, it's on to the combos. So, when you raise the flag, and you have 6 cards in your hand every turn. So, say you draw, say it's the beginning, like almost the end. So, this is a really good combo. You could summon, a Thora, and then you could equip Crystal Ball. And then next, you can grab the shield. And then you where is it? Okay. And then you could summon a White Crystal Dragon Veneer. And so what this combo does, I call it like it's kind of like the offensive maneuver, but different. So, I forgot to tell you guys, what Crystal Ball does, it's so cool. When this card attacks, it could bypass my center and the opponent's center to do 1 damage to him directly, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. And so what this does, you gain 1 health. And since Athora has Soul Guard and double attack, you have an extra defense. So that's why I think that combo is really good. But you can make up your own combos, guys, and show me them. Guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, like it and subscribe. And see you next time on Shane's Gameblitz.